Ed from Pinball Mayhem here. Quick update on the playfield. This is stripped and ready for reassembly. Stripped and waxed. So stripped, I mean all the pieces have been taken off that I'm going to take off. Clean with Novus 2 by putting it on, polishing and taking it off. And then waxed by waxing on and then polishing that off. So you can see I got a nice glossy finish. I cleaned down here and I did tighten up all these screws. I like to clean and wax also the ball trough here, so you know, just help things move along. When cleaning these little guys, let me see if I can get a better shot here. See those guys? You have to be careful because you will stab yourself eventually with those. Get behind these nails without ripping them off. And all these stand-up switches, like for bands and stuff, try to protect them by pushing them back to wax around and wax. Now, when you look at these playfields, you see all this black, the stuff ground into here. That's from using solvents. Mill wax, Wildcat, don't use them. We don't use them. It makes things worse. It was an operator tool to quickly clean them up and get them going on shop site. We don't do that. The other thing is I did lightly Novus the metal as well as the apron, which is over there, and wax that as well because you know it's car wax. It works on paint. And for wax, I also did the same up here. Helps it look nice. And just gave a good ones over. Now something I want to point out is we got a little spike post here, and then down in the ball trough we also have a spike post. I left this rubber on, so that's the size rubber that we need. It's a 3/8 OD rubber, not ID, so that's going to have to get replaced. But I just want to point out because those are never on the rubber chart. Another thing about the rubber chart, and why did I say of all the rubber? Let me just span over here and I'm going to show you my cleaned plastic. Now I still got to take this and I'm going to give a little Novus 2 treatment before I start reassembly. Now the metal, I ran this through the ultrasonic, rinsed it out real good, just like this. Rinse this and then I pick it up and replace it in this bin. I keep moving it around, but the reason I pick it up and I just don't dump it is all the water is falling out of these. So the more I pick them up and handle and roll them around, the more water I get out when I'm moving them from a bin like this into a bin with paper towel. These, you know, you're going to say, it's metal, it's going to rust. Spray it down with a little WD-40, shake it around, then I place it into this bin, and I just kind of keep shaking this occasionally. So these two are almost ready. And then the plastics here, I'm going to clean those with Novus 1. So that's my Novus 2, that's what I clean all my opaque plastic with. And always clean the back side too, because, you know, light shines through, same for drop targets, stand-up targets, all that. Use Novus 2. Novus 1, that's what I use to clean the clear plastics. And what I do is I actually spray both sides and I use my fingers and I just kind of rub the back side. That takes off a lot of the tarnishing that's on there. You don't want to clean the white the paint off or anything that makes them look bad, but I use that to clean them, then I wipe them down with a microfiber cloth. I want to pull your attention to this P21S. That's what I use for wax. That wax that doesn't have any petroleum or petroleum distillates in it. And what that does is it allows you to layer it up. So if I wanted to do another layer, I could. So right now I gave it one waxing with that. I'm going to shop the whole game together, do a couple test plays, then I'm going to take the main areas between the pops and the flippers and stuff and give another wax. Now, if you ever see me at a location and I'm cleaning, I'm going to be using Mother's Carnauba wax, which has petroleum distillates in it because it helps clean the playfield. It's a cleaner. It'll strip off the previous wax and clean it down as it evaporates. So that is good when you're trying to quickly clean a location game. I do use Novus 2 a little bit. I'll use Novus 2 in areas, but then when I'm waxing, if I go into an area I did Novus 2, that helps. And then I just want to look at the parts that I got. I got some 47 bulbs handy. Now I picked out the rubbers out of my bin, so I always have plenty of those. New shooter tip always, and barrel spring. Barrel springs are 50 cents to $1. Most any game you're working on, it's going to be broken, corroded, rusty, look bad. If you don't replace it, that kind of, to me, it shows the condition of what you're doing. If that thing looks bad, quick, easy way to make it look good. Now, remember from a previous video, the plumb bob fell apart. So here's another plumb bob I have in my used parts bin. I want to point, and I also got a rebuild kit for the flippers. I'm going to install all of this. Now, 5/16 rubber, and these bumper posts have both sides, the 3/8 and 7/16 OD spike post rubbers. Always have plenty of those, always have plenty of 5/16 because those are almost always never counted right or not counted at all. So having those handy, have plenty of those handy, is going to help you even with the rubber kits. Now the manual is not always right. Gottlieb's don't have manuals. There's actually books that you can get that have the rubbers and diagrams in them, but they're not in the manual for most of Gottlieb's from this era. So having those books help. That's where a lot of people buy the kits, or making notes when you're disassembling it. That's also where sometimes but you never know, operators made changes. Like these are an 1/8 inch different in size because I don't have 3 3/8, I have 3 1/2. So we'll see how that works. But just giving you an overview of ready to assemble the game, and all the parts and everything I did to get here. Everything, you know, will get polished. I cleaned that with Novus 2 and gave it a little wax. Anything the ball touches or anything I can make look better, I gave it a polish. Chrome, you can use chrome polish, mag polish, Novus 2, Novus 3 to get these stainless steel or chrome pieces. But these went through the ultrasonic. A lot of dirt came off of a lot of the stuff, and it's time to reassemble. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next micro update of hopefully a reassembled Playfield.